Hey, it's Edge here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Ethereum. I'll cover wave analysis with Elliott Ethereum and provide multiple scenarios the price may take and explain why I prefer one count over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. Starting here on 1 hour time frame, let's take a look at RSI first. We're still within this upwards trend, followed with this trend line down here. We can see we have not yet broken downwards, so we don't need to be expecting anything larger to the downside as of yet. On the previous count that we had, the main idea was that we had this as a 1, 2, 3, looking for that wave 4 and then 5. We had the previous wave 4 right around here, so we have already broken that, giving us some kind of alarm that okay, this might not be it. It might not be the count that we are actually looking for. The issue that we had here as well was the time element that we were already talking about with the Bitcoin last couple of days. And having this said, we can see that currently is already beyond the 4 times length of wave 2. So it does not really make too much sense for this to continue up higher for this wave 4. We have broken the previous wave 4 area here, and now we are stuck with this order block here. At least a few times we were tested here, some kind of consolidation it seems to be there. Now on smaller time frames, we don't really have too many divergences forming yet. We did get a divergence here between these two peaks, but nothing else really. There is higher time frame divergence on these lows here, but they are again from these structures over here. I guess we could be having this as some kind of a diagonal here, which would fit, but I'm not quite sure how that would be fitting into this particular count at all. Now, I have another idea here, same as with Bitcoin, saying that okay, we ended the 5-way count before as well. So instead of this being a wave 4, this would be something else, and this would be basically it. Let me close these, and overall we would have this very similar start. 1, 2, 3 would be here, 4 and 5. The only difference is the subway structures in here. So instead we would have this as a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 and very extended 5th, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 3rd, 4th and 5th, 3rd, 4th and 5th. This way we could get the wave 5 down here. The only issue with this count is that we don't have a divergence between this white 3 and 5, but again wave 5 is so fast that we don't really get that divergence there, as it is also the extended wave structure here. But with the rest of the structures here, we do have divergences on some time frame. This 50 minute we don't have it here, but yeah, this would be the same area I had the 5-way possibility ending at the Bitcoin count as well, in which we would have this as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This looks pretty okay as is, as it was definitely part of the previous structures here on the other alternate counts as well. So yeah, it is feeling pretty okay as mentioned. Now I've labeled this as possibility as well here for a 3-way move. Not really confident on this. Wave 3 is looking so small on time that it doesn't really make sense to me that we would have this as 1 and small 3 in time. It is larger than the wave 1 here in price, but again it is very small in time. Now if we are comparing again that to wave 5, wave 5 has not taken out the 1-to-1 extension of wave 3, so we don't have this confirmed or having even a possibility of having this as an expanding ending diagonal. Again, we would need to get beyond the $17.23 area. Now the other option that I had here was that I showed you this one, in which again we would have this the end of something, and this would be a 5-way move of something, and in which we would have this as a 1, 2, then 3, 4 and 5. This would fit pretty okay. We do have this very okay looking structures inside here, so it is definitely possible that this is indeed a possible A wave here, looking for B and C. And how would this be fitting into the higher time frame structure? is just with the idea of, let's see, this bull count here, that we had this completed a 5-way move, and now we would be creating some kind of a 3-way move here, possible this ABC or WXY, depending of course how low we get here. If we are going to be breaking these lows that we had here, then we don't have this as an ABC. At least we don't have it as a diagonal or motive wave structure. Then we would need to label this again somehow. But the overall idea would be that we would have this as an A, as this again as well is a 5-way move. Then another A, B, C, and then connecting this leg with this leg here, creating this 3-way structure at least. How large can that be? Well, depending on how much we retrace here, but if we are just retracing the general 0.618 here, for example, we would be looking at these kind of extensions to downside of minimum would be 1510. Most normal area I would be looking at is this 1316 to around the 1000 area. That would be the target area for this structure if it actually plays out. There's definitely many ways this can be playing out. However, again, this would be the main counter at the moment, I would feel like, if indeed we have this as a 5-way move complete. But that is not completed, or that is not certain as of yet. If we are indeed getting that 3-way move here, and not taking out the previous lows here, not creating a 5-way move, then at that point I feel like we would need to be starting to favor this count over the others, because on these previous counts we are still looking for this wave 4 here as a possibility, having this as an ABC and then downwards. Now the extension or retracement here for the wave 4 is still beyond or below the 0.5, so we still need to be keeping this counter around and alive. So yeah, not really throwing this into the bin as of yet. We'll see how it turns out, and definitely be watching the RSI if it breaks downwards, or if we're just going to be continuing this very consolidating move up, or corrective move up, I guess I should say. Not really impulsive too much. But yeah, I feel like that is pretty much everything I wanted to share on Ethereum at this very moment. If you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes. Link to my free Discord server in the description below, and for now I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you in the next video. Bye bye.